Alrighty, here we are, guys and girls. Donation center is around side. Where is everyone? Thrift store. Community aid thrift store. This is not clickbait by any means. This is America's largest thrift store. And I don't know where everyone is because I thought this place opened in 30 minutes. This place looks massive. If you have a parking lot this big, you probably got a lot of stuff. So I don't know if this was actually just built as a thrift store or it used to be like a Kmart. You got Walmart over there. They have hours on this establishment. What the? They do have hours on the establishment. It's right there. And I sure hope it's not 11 o'clock because I'm here at 8:30. It is 9 o'clock. Alrighty. I just don't know where everyone is. I'm excited. I drove over 2.5 hours to come out here. This is the largest thrift store in America. I've been trying to do this trip for a long time, and it's completely out of the way from everywhere else that I go for thrifting. So this is definitely a new experience. The whole road that I took here, I haven't traveled on this interstate that I got here, the highway, in probably 10 or 15 years. It's the first time I've ever actually drove on it, and it brought back a lot of memories. But here we are, thrift store. Not clickbait, should be fun. America's largest thrift store. I'm in for vintage clothes and glassware that's interesting. Obviously any signage or anything like that, but let's check it out. Let's check out America's largest thrift store. Let's do it. All right, first impressions with this place is that it's very big and it's very spaced out. So you got a lot of space in between these racks. I don't remember if the other community aids are like this. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't think they are. I think they're much closer. So everything is very spaced out. It's very clean. All right, this is a very interesting shirt. I didn't know Ralph Lauren made so this is Polo by Ralph Lauren. Focuses. There we go. I didn't know Polo made t-shirts, like printed t-shirts. This would, I guess, would be Bleecker Street in New York City at the NYC tag. I did not know they made printed t-shirts like that. I thought they just made Polo t-shirts with the Polo sign on it, but I guess you learn a little every day. Looking around, very, very clean store, extremely clean. Got a high school, looks like, or an elementary school possibly. There is no sweatshirts, and the jackets are very depleted as well. Very shocked about that, but I guess it kind of just is what it is. In terms of their t-shirt section and whatnot, very, very organized, very neat, very clean. As you see, it's color coordinated. I think Salvation Army does the same model as well. Goodwill doesn't. It definitely gives off a better appearance by doing this. I don't think they do. Oh, they do also do by size. Salvation Army does not. So if you're coming in here to shop for yourself, very, very clean store. Lots of merchandise. The only thing I would say is you kind of have to buy it off-season. There's lots of t-shirts. There's no sweatshirts, no jackets. I don't really need a t-shirt. I need a sweatshirt. So you're going to have to buy a little bit off-season. But prices are very affordable. 99 cents for a t-shirt. Everything here is half off today. Another t-shirt, 99 cents. Most of them are like $1.99, $2.99. That's 99 cents. So they do price this stuff cheap. That is for sure. All right, lots of coffee machines, blenders, stuff like that up here. Steamers. I guess that's what those are. Yeah, they are steamers. It's their small appliance area. Got some weights on the bottom down here. And a motorcycle helmet. Which is kind of awkward. It's kind of a weird place to put a helmet. I usually stay away from these just because a lot of insides usually deform. They get deteriorated. This one actually feels pretty good. Oh, no, it's not. It's hardened up on places. Should probably put that back the right way. This is $60. Is it a puzzle? It's a puzzle. Got a high chair as well. It's kind of interesting. It's a unique lid. I've never seen a lid like that. Just a weird shape, I don't know why. It must come off like a clear glass Pyrex. This one's a little far gone. This was, I don't even know if there was a print on this. Looks like there might have been. It's $3. What was this, vintage? No, it says 1984 on it. Well, considered it is vintage, but it's not an antique. Very interesting. One thing very interesting about this store is they have this little like sit down area, so if you get dragged here by someone who you didn't want to go to a thrift store with, you can sit down if you want to sit down. They have like a little arcade section. You got this Fast and Furious drift machine, got a couple crane machines, looks like a Surfin' Cruisin' USA kind of machine. It's Nintendo, Cruisin' Exotic, and some vending machines as well. So very, very interesting. It's probably the first thrift store I've ever been at that has a little arcade section. But yes, this store is pretty big. Show you a little glimpse. I'm not even in the far corner. There's probably what, another 120 feet to the end, 150 feet to the end. And I would say it's pretty comparable to a small grocery store. Okay, so finally wrapping it up here. It's been a very, very long day. Just got back. It's actually 3:30 in the afternoon. I think I left this morning at about 5:30 in the morning, so it's almost been a 12-hour shift. Lots of fun. Tons of fun. It's something I really want to get off my checklist, is to head out to like central Pennsylvania and do some picking out there. Did go to about 3 other thrift stores, all of them being Salvation Armies, maybe 3 or 4. All of them being small as well. So I kind of did like Google reviews. I looked on Google Maps and saw that they were fairly small. Some of these were really small, like you walk in and then there's 2 or 3 racks, maybe 4 racks deep, and that's it. Some stuff along the wall. So really not that much when you divide it between men's, women's, kids' clothes. Really nothing was there for my picking. But I did grab some things overall the whole day. I got some jackets back there. I got some hats. Also grabbed this hat. But yeah, so these are the items that I grabbed at that one store, the largest thrift store in America. And I know I've been saying that a lot, but it truly is. And it's something that, you know, I've definitely wanted to do over the past couple of years, is go to this store. So first off, I have a U.S. Marshals hat here. All the hats there were $2. Snapback. This isn't an old one. They were $2, but since it's 50% off, it was 50% off day. Everything like this stuff was like $1. So this was only $1. Weird thing about U.S. Marshals is it's one of those that doesn't have a lot of knockoffs made. It's one of those, I guess you say, law enforcement agencies that is not really knocked off a lot. So, you know, if you guys go to Chinatown or, you know, you go on eBay, you'll see a lot of like FBI hats or police department or security hats, and they're like $6 or $7. U.S. Marshals is not, for some reason, and I've had a couple in the past. I bought a box lot of Coast Guard hats, and I was going to just throw the U.S. Marshal hats into a box lot for the flea market and try to sell them for $1. I ended up selling them online. I think I got like $30 a piece being used. So Weird thing about U.S. Marshals, for some reason, their hats sell very well. I mean, I would not wear this. I would not suggest just wearing this in public. It's kind of weird. But collectors probably like it. They did have a bunch of vintage stuff at this store, which I thought was strange for what they had. They didn't really have a lot of sweatshirts, not a lot of t-shirts, pretty much not a lot of anything. I think it's more of the season. And got a vintage M&M's hat here. How's that showing up on? M&M's Racing snapback hat. I think it's made by Chase. No, it's made by Sports Design. So Chase Athletics or Chase Racing makes a lot of NASCAR related memorabilia, and I try to stay away from it. This is not that brand. I think it's an older one. Very, very cool. Something like that I'll probably ask like 10 or 15 bucks, but I do sell them. I sell all the NASCAR stuff with like those crazy logos on them. We have this Rose Bowl sweatshirt with a big rose on it for Penn State. Very cool and interesting. Whenever I come across Rose Bowl stuff, it always has the school logo on it, not a rose. Thought it was different. Something that I was really hoping for was a lot of stuff local. So Penn State is pretty close to there. Bloomsburg University. Bloomsburg University is one school. I also stopped by Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, where Bloomsburg University is. And that's one school that I get a ton of apparel from, or a ton of apparel I find in thrift stores, is Bloomsburg and Kutztown, as well as Penn State. All these schools, in terms of Bloomsbury and Penn State, I pretty much found like nothing at these thrift stores, which I thought was really, really strange. I thought a lot of them would probably have a lot of donations from local college students, but it was just like absent. When I was at the Bloomsbury Salvation Army, I found one Bloomsbury related item, and that was it. It was in the town of Bloomsbury College or University, and I found one item from that university, which I thought was really, really strange. And lastly, I got a Miami Dolphins vintage t-shirt. I think it said 1991. 1991 on the bottom. Dolphins t-shirt. Very, very large. Like long. It's an XL. It's like... could pass as like a 3XL in terms of its length on it. But overall, fun day. Lots and lots of treasure to be had. I would suggest if you're trying to do some picking in terms of you're a reseller, probably want to stay away from Community Aid. You might want to go more towards Salvation Army. Community Aid is like, I feel like it's kind of like Goodwill. Very, very clean. All right. Everything's clean. Everything's very organized. You're not going to find a lot of stuff with stains on it. But they also have a lot of stuff that is researched. So your Tommy Hilfiger, your Ralph Lauren, your Lacoste, it's going to be a premium price. The high-end stuff, the Patagonia, stuff like that ends up behind the counter, similar to Goodwill. I do find that Community Aid thrift stores have a very competitive pricing to Goodwill, but they're a little bit cheaper. So like t-shirts like that was like $1.99, 99 cents. Some might be, you know, $3. Don't really go above that. Hats, $1, $2. Very competitive with Goodwill. Goodwill sometimes bumps it up, so a hat would be like $5. A t-shirt would be like $4.75. So Community Aid's a little bit cheaper, but overall it's a fun day. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. It's been fun treasure picking, and awesome to check out America's largest thrift store. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.